Chris and Cash Show.
Chris and Cash podcast.
It is Friday, July 1st, 2016.
Friday, July 1st, 2016.
And no, I haven't killed myself yet. I know.
It's too bad. I was kind of wishing you had. No, just kidding.
That's so mean.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I was on.
Terrible.
I was on Suicide Watch last week over the Jaylen Brown pick.
Scotty's still on Suicide Watch.
I was thinking. I emailed you earlier. Could the last 3 months have gone any worse for the Boston Celtics?
Yes, I told you. The whole team could have died. They could have left the money on the cap and been like, we don't care that the rules say that it comes off.
I got to break down the...
Danny could have died. Brad could have left. They could have signed Dwight Howard. I mean...
That's one good thing.
A lot of things.
Dwight signed...
Jaylen Brown could have died.
Dude, Dwight signed a 3-year, $71 million deal with the Atlanta Hawks. That's the only...
The league could have said we're taking all of Brooklyn's other picks away. There's lots of things could have happened. It could have been worse.
They're useless anyway. Watch, they would have taken the picks away, and they would have been number one picks back-to-back years in like the next.
Well, that's what I mean. So yeah, could it have been worse? Of course, it could be worse.
All right, listen. This is like the last 3 months for the Boston.
It can always be worse, Scotty.
Really, since they beat Golden State in Golden State. All right, I want to run this down. Avery Bradley got hurt. They lost. They got bounced in the first round and played horrible.
They didn't play horrible. They just didn't play well.
They were. Really?
Did they lose in 4 games? That would be playing horrible. Apparently, you don't know what horrible basketball looks like.
Isaiah pretty much willed them to 2 wins here.
Okay. Regardless, they lost one of the better players in the series, Avery Bradley.
All right.
If they had Avery Bradley, it would be different.
Regardless, they lost.
I want LeBron James to get shot and die in a playoff series, and then the Cavs to lose, and you'd be like, they just played horrible. It's like, well, they didn't have LeBron.
I would have been like...
Not that Avery Bradley's LeBron, but you can't just sit there and expect to lose one of the better players.
No, you know what I would have said?
One of, if not the best two-way player in your team, and then be like, oh, well, they just played horrible. No, they didn't. They didn't play horrible. That's not horrible. I'm sorry, you're wrong. You're wrong.
No, you know
they didn't play well. They did not play horrible.
He wouldn't have made that much of a fucking difference.
They probably win the series if he's healthy.
That's the best
thing. Are you kidding me?
If LeBron got shot and Cleveland lost, you know what I would say? Larry would have played.
Barry would have played. Barry would have been like, massage the bullet out. I'm playing. Yeah. I mean,
all right.
That's why the guy ruined his career, because he had to do his friggin' mother's driveway.
Yeah, you're right. He's stubborn. That's how he is. But, okay, we lost it. We got bounced in the first round.
Not that important.
OKC knocks off San Antonio and almost knocks off Golden State. We get the 3rd pick. We can't make a deal.
3rd pick is better than the 4th, 5th, and 6th. I mean, other than, from a second-guessing perspective.
In this draft, in hindsight, probably they would have been better off getting, the 6th pick and just taking Hield or something.
Well, Danny had the pick of the litter. I mean, the problem is once you have the pick of the litter, if the dogs are all the same, you're going to criticize no matter which dog they take.
They took the wrong dog.
That's what you think. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, it's way too early to judge. Watch this kid be the best player ever. You're going to have to fucking suck a million dicks.
I will get down on all floors and fucking get dick slapped in the face over and over and over, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't know who we're going to get to do that to you, but if this kid's really good, that's what's going to happen.
I'll suck his dick.
All right. There you go.
I'd be like, you're the new GOAT. Thank you. But it's not going to happen. We'll get into the Red Sox a little bit. Really not much really no football to get into other than the Brady thing. We're still waiting on. For football, we got nothing. Training camp probably going to start this month, though, so that's good. Steven Stamkos doesn't come into the Bruins. Big surprise, right?
Huge surprise.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he was going to Toronto because that's where he's from, and they actually have a lot of space. And, Babcock is there now running the team and coaching, but that didn't happen. Staying in Tampa Bay. Louis Erickson's probably going to leave. He wants ridiculous money. Well, ridiculous for him.
He already left.
He didn't sign yet.
Yeah, he did.
Who did he sign with?
I heard he signed earlier.
I didn't hear that. Granted, it was the end of the fiscal year at work, so the last 2 days I had no life.
Scott is like Tom Brady. Might still play in the NFL. Yeah, he already signed earlier. I heard he signed.
Sure he did?
I saw a report on Facebook. I mean, doesn't make it accurate. Doesn't mean I read it.
No, the last I heard, source, B's final offer to Louis 5 years, low $5 million. That's the last I heard.
I heard he already left.
Report, Crowder to help recruit Durant Horford. What's he going to do? Offer to get them dreads like him?
I'll shave my head.
I'll share my ganja with you if you come here? What the hell? That's really going to help. Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you, Scotty.
No, I don't know, dude. They're not gonna get him. I've been saying all along they're not gonna get him. I just want people to acknowledge that they're not gonna get him. By the way, there is a report that whether they get Durant or not, Danny's going to offer Horford a max deal, and I think that is insane. I don't know how you feel about it.
I don't think that. Well, first of all, you have to sign Horford first because he's not going to wait for Durant to make his decision before he signs. So that's irrelevant. Like, whoever even made that report, you should be like, you're a fucking idiot.
I wouldn't even.
Horford has to be signed first.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't even mind if I would take the shot if Horford was 26, 27, 28. He's 30 years old.
You're only doing it to take the shot at Durant. That's the only reason you're doing it. What are you going to go to Durant next week and be like, sorry, we didn't sign Horford because we weren't sure you were going to come. Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to see if we can trade something for the team that just signed Horford to get him to come here now. Now that you've made your decision.
Yes, I think that would be the best option. Yeah.
No, that's never going to convince Kevin Durant of anything. Anything at all.
How the hell could Atlanta give Dwight Howard $70.5 million? They really must be desperate. The funny thing is, everyone's like, "Oh, yeah, Horford's just going to stay in Atlanta now and play with."
They signed him earlier today.
Oh, he signed
hours ago.
He signed Vancouver.
Yeah, and I knew they got nothing for him, so I was pissed. I mean, I was like, not that. I mean, I don't care. Whatever. The thing is, like, they should have traded him. Like, John Farrell should be fired.
Yeah.
You want to contract basketball. We had a good conversation a couple minutes ago. Actually, better conversation than we have it now. About different things in sports, and Scotty wants to contract like 3/4 of the NBA, and I said, you can do that in every league.
That's not true. I said 16.
Cut it down to 24. Okay. You can cut baseball down to 20 teams because it doesn't need to be more than 20. Cut football down to...
Why not make it a nice round number? 12 teams per league/conference in every sport. 24
That's how
total
it works.
Teams. 24 total teams.
That's not how it works.
That's how it should work.
No, it's not.
The NHL's the anomaly because you have to have like fucking X amount of teams in Canada, or like your league will die.
Your league will die. Well, someone just hit a home run. Can't see who it is.
Yeah, I thought that the tarp was coming on because it's pouring in Fenway, but
oh, it is pouring at Fenway. But you know what? They might as well just play through the rain because they play with Farrell as their manager, anyways. It's not really that much of a difference.
I don't know. Do you want to save Farrell for last after the NBA?
No, fuck Farrell. Fire him now. Fire him mid-game. Walk him out.
What did I
Again, like I've told you, he's probably a good guy. I don't dislike the guy. Apparently he's a decent pitching coach. Not a good manager. He doesn't know how to manage. I'm sorry. He doesn't know how to manage. Doesn't know how to manage a staff, a team, a bullpen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why I bother because when I agree with Chris, he goes on and on and on like I disagreed with him.
I didn't say you disagreed. I'm just saying get rid of him. No one said you disagreed. There was no, Scotty, you disagree with me here. I'm just saying get rid of him. Yeah, he's only here because he had cancer. Sorry to say that. It's terrible. I feel bad the guy had cancer. Glad he's cancer-free. Hope he lives forever. I don't know what else to say. Just don't want him as my manager. That's it. It's that simple. You can get rid of him. Oh, did you see the guy that played Federer? You don't watch. Never mind. Scotty doesn't watch. You watch four sports.
What, tennis?
Yeah.
I watch tennis once in a while. Not often.
Oh, you didn't see the Brit that played Federer. You also didn't see that Portugal won yesterday.
Yeah.
In soccer. You don't care about soccer.
No, I don't.
Don't care about MMA.
No, I don't.
Don't care about cricket. You don't care about anything. You don't care about World's Strongest Man or hot dog eating competitions or.
Oh, are you kidding? The hot dog eating competition's tremendous. I watch it every year. Yeah, and then they had that Kobayashi guy before him.
Yeah, well, yeah, but Joey Chestnut's is better than Kobayashi.
So
it's like Kobayashi was like Magic of Bird and Joey Chestnut's is Jordan. Unfortunately. That's how it works. So, lots to talk about in the NBA free agency.
Yeah, we got a stream going because it's hard to keep track of it. This is all I'm going to...
It's not even working.
Well, my computer blows. But here's what I'm going to start you off with. Mike Conley, guard for the Memphis Grizzlies. Good player. I like him. Yeah, pretty good. As of right now, this second, 9:10 Eastern Standard Time on July 1st, 2016, he's the highest...
Dwayne Wade is in contract talks with the New York Knicks and Milwaukee Bucks.
Mike Conley is the highest paid player in the history of professional basketball.
But this is what I told you.
Let that sink in for a minute. You're right. That. Listen, you're right. I just think
everyone's
going
to get a max contract.
It's insane. Insane. Here it goes.
Yeah, finally. But Mike Conley. I mean, Kelly Olynyk right now is a max player. Okay?
Kelly Olynyk is not a veteran minimum player.
He's a max player right now because there's too much money and not enough talent. So
there's no talent.
Oh, there's talent.
This is why the NBA sucks. If you don't have a top 5 player in the league, you're fucked. You can't win. Unless you're the 2004 Detroit Pistons. You cannot win a championship.
To the most part.
Can't. It's impossible. Dude, I would love to see Dwayne Wade go to the Knicks. You would have so many freaking old guys on that team. You would have Derrick Rose, Wade, Joakim Noah, Carmelo. Phil Jackson's like cornering the market on like 33-year-old like former superstars.
Not that I would
bad
want to
knees
say
and
if I was
backs.
Wade anyways, but why is Wade leaving Miami? Are they not offering him money?
I don't know.
Why would you go to the Knicks or Bucks from Miami?
Well, Milwaukee kind of makes sense because he went to Marquette, so like I mean that kind of makes sense.
Okay, I guess Chicago kind of makes sense because of where he's from. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look, I don't know what you expect me to say. I don't know. I'm not in his head. Pat Riley probably says like, "Oh man, this guy's old, so like I should probably get rid of him."
They're like, "We're not signing you. We're going after Kevin Durant."
That's probably what they're doing. Rival execs between believe Dwayne Wade is considering move from Heat.
Yeah, I guess he's leaving the Heat. Well, supposedly, maybe.
He ain't gonna leave. He'll stay.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't care where he goes. He can go to fucking Saigon. I really don't give a shit.
I don't care where he goes either.
So,
What's the Red Sox? Is it 5-5 yet? It was 5-4 a moment ago.
it's not 5-4.
It was 5-4.
Get out. They were just up 5-0.
And now it's called 5-4. That's how baseball works.
Wow.
Oh, what's that say, Scotty?
The pitching staff sucks.
But we knew this, though.
I know we know this. Yeah, screw Dwayne Wade. He can eat his dick.
I don't hate Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, I don't like him.
I'm not a fan. I started to hate him a lot when we kept playing the Celtics. He's kind of a dirty player at times.
That's
To be realistic.
time.
Oh, it's not as dirty as friggin'
First player in the history
Draymond Green.
First player in the history of basketball to win an NBA Finals MVP from the foul line.
Well, what do you want him to do, though? That's his fault he got fouled a lot? He actually legitimately got fouled a lot.
No.
He did, though. Like, he drove in and Dallas just fouled him. They couldn't stop him. They had nothing. I watched the first game Miami won in that series. They were down 2-1. I still
fucking love that cartoon.
So stupid, anyways.
So true, though.
The Celtics do have a chance, though.
No, they don't.
They do.
I know.
I'm not saying it's a good chance. Never said it was a good chance. Never expected it to be a good chance.
Here's what I was telling you. This is what I think these meetings he's lined up are for. I think he's already said to himself, you know what, I'm giving OKC one more year. I'm going to give it one more year at Westbrook. They got better at the draft. They had Victor Oladipo. They got Sabonis' kid. Steven Adams played great at the end of the season.
Well, Adams and Cantor are still developing.
I honestly think he'd be foolish to leave because I think that's his best chance at a ring. Other than like going to like maybe San Antonio, I think that's his best chance at a ring.
No,
okay?
if he goes to Golden State, they can win a ring easy, too. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I think that they would struggle if he went there.
But, okay, he's going to fit in perfect in San Antonio because you say so, but not in Golden State. Because you say so.
I think there's just too many...
I mean, Scotty had all these hypothetical pitches,
listen.
and everyone's pitch apparently sucks but San Antonio because Scotty says so.
Listen. This isn't a knock on Steve Kerr. You only play the game with one basketball. I think with the four of them there... I don't know. I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I'd just be very leery about working.
Steve Kerr's got to be better than Doc Rivers, right? According to you.
Listen to me. I don't think Popovich lets that happen. I don't. I think there's a system in place in San Antonio. They probably would concede and make him the number one guy. I think Aldridge would do that. I think Kawhi would do that. And I'm not even sure Duncan is going to come back. I'm not even sure Ginobili is going to come back.
Well, they're both like 80.
Do you think that... They haven't announced anything, but they might retire.
They're both 80.
I think that they were 82 2 years ago when they won it.
Right. And so now they're like 87. And
No,
like,
what are they, like dog years? They just like what the hell?
Oh, well, yeah. Have you seen how basketball players age on the court? Like, KG looks like he's 107. Like,
dude, KG's just tough.
Surprised the man can still walk.
Dude,
like,
that's like Pierce.
you got to get away before you can't walk anymore.
Pierce got 100. It became 100 years old like overnight. Like last year in
That's what
Washington.
happens when you're on like your 7th team in 3 years. Like,
dude, in Washington last year, he still averaged like 15, 16 a game, and then he goes to the Clippers. He's averaging like 4 a game. Like, what the hell happened?
first of all, he's on a better team with more talent, so he's not going to play as much. Second of all, yeah, he's slowing down. And each half of a step matters when you're fucking slow as shit. Like, It's not like he's like Usain Bolt out there. Like he's moving like. Woo.
He had a quick step when he was young.
Yeah, not anymore though.
I know. By the way, good luck to Raheem, my boy Raheem, Evan Turner.
Why? Why good luck?
He played hard here. I liked him. But signed 4-year, 70.
Suddenly he's like the Celtics' best player when you never used to think dick about him before.
That's not true. I always liked him.
You never said he was like awesome. You were like, yeah, he's like our 8th best player. I'm like, oh, okay.
No. I never.
Like Jared Salinger. Jared Salinger is better than him. Jared Salinger.
I never said that.
Oh, fucking Jared Salinger fucking gets crippled. I don't want him to die. That's rude. I just want him not be able to play basketball any longer.
Ainge is confident about the Celtics' chances of signing Horford.
What the fuck's he supposed to say? I don't think we're going to be able to sign anybody.
Yeah. If he did that, that'd be so funny.
Pretty sure free agents don't like Boston, so it's cold and we're racist. We're not going to sign anybody.
That'd be awesome. It would make my heart hurt, but like it'd be so funny. I get a chuckle out of it. It's like then Hudson's like in a friggin' special. It's like, oh, I gotta tell you, Mike, I don't think we're gonna get any players.
If he's cheap, they should go after Rajon Rondo.
I'd actually be okay with that.
Better than Howard, right?
Huh? Well, yeah, like Rondo has talent. Dwight Howard has no talent.
He had talent.
Dwight sucked.
No.
He was a good rebounder.
3-time defensive player of the year, great rebounder, could actually score back in the day. No, he wasn't horrible.
Bum.
Don't sit there and try to tell me that.
Bum.
Maybe this isn't saying much, but don't sit here and try to tell me that the best center of his generation had no talent.
Yeah, it's easy to be the best center of your generation.
Well, I didn't say it was a huge
centers.
accomplishment.
There's no centers.
Hey.
Okay, you keep saying, no, Tim Duncan's a center. Tim Duncan's a center.
Well,
he's not better than Tim Duncan? Better than Tim Duncan?
Well, the thing is, Tim Duncan became a center in like 2007, maybe? Like, realistically?
How come whenever I say... how come whenever I say Tim Duncan's the greatest power forward of all time, it's like, well, technically, Scotty, he's the center. Like,
well, because now he's played more of his career as center than power forward.
How do you figure? He came in the league in 97. He was a fucking power forward until 07, according to you.
So, 07 he's a center. Through now 2016.
Technically, that's 1 more year as a power forward.
And we don't even... And my dates are probably off.
He's going to go to a fucking basketball reference.
Yeah, going to basketball reference. Not that basketball reference position assignment really matters, but I'm pretty sure at this point he has 1 more year at center. Maybe 2 more years, but
I don't think it really matters.
No, it doesn't. I look it up at your computer's like.
It's fucking old, man. What do you expect?
Sky's computer doesn't even run on fucking 56K. It has like little mice in the background that like twist a wheel and get it to work.
Hey, my computer's old. It's not as old as Al Horford. Oh.
Well, I would hope not. Like that'd be an Apple IIe, dude. You'd be playing Oregon Trail. I'd be like, oh, shoot the buffalo, shoot the buffalo.
And I'm older than Al Horford, so I must be really fucking old.
Oh, you're also not a basketball player.
That's not true. I played basketball a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, you know what? The way that the financial terms are now, you should actually see if you can get a good free agent contract. You might get a mid-level exception. There's got to be a team out there.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh at me. You're gonna make fun of me.
You're better than Al Horford.
No.
If you were 14 feet tall and Dominican, you'd be better than Al Horford too. Like, is that what you're gonna tell me? Like,
no. Like, if a team signed me and my only job was to just hit like open jumpers, I could do it. If they gave me the shot and I didn't have to dribble, yeah.
With the lights, cameras, people. You know what? You don't have to play defense either. They're like, Scotty, sit right here and just hit the shot when we pass.
Well, I'm too short to play defense, but if I was like 6 foot, if I was 6'5",
so as long as the Celtics sign Horford and Dwight Howard, they can have enough rim protectors. Dwight never plays offense. You just shoot open shots. That's what you're telling me.
I am saying without reservation.
So what do you think? You're gonna shoot 30%?
No, even on even on national TV with cameras on. If they gave me 15-footers all night and said shoot, I would hit more than half.
I bet you if we put enough people out in a park and pressure on you, and 15 feet out, and just left you open and had people pass it to you and you had to shoot right away, you wouldn't hit more than half of them.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Because I remember one game.
Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to get like 300 people in a gym.
That's fine.
We're just going to put a bunch of lights on you.
That's fine.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave you in one spot. We're just going to fucking leave you there, too. And we're going to have people run up and down, and then we're going to have someone throw you the ball once in a while as a pass, and we just want you to keep shooting.
I won't hesitate.
That's fine. You won't. Well, you're going to be open, and the only job for you here is to shoot, so... We're not even going to play defense on you. We're just going to see.
There was pressure.
Even then, I don't think you're gonna hit more than 50% of your.
There was pressure on. There was pressure on me when I was 13 at the Lynn.
And I mean, you can't just catch the ball and like take your time and start dribbling. You know, you're just gonna catch and shoot real quick.
I can do it.
All right. We'll see. I'm gonna bring you to the court,
dude. I'll fucking
give you 30 shots. See if you hit more than 15.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I'll challenge you. Do you want to fucking do a 3-point shootout?
I haven't shot in forever, but I mean, I'm not a good shooter anyway. So
I promise you, I'll beat you.
Okay, I'll beat you at being better at passing. So what?
I'm pretty nasty passer.
I was a ridiculous passer. If I had good handles, as the kids like to say, as we were saying earlier. If I had good handles, I'd friggin' I'd be a max level contract player right now with good handles. I'd be an assist machine. I'd be like the White Raja and Rondo.
Please, you'd be fucking hurt more than Bill Walton. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but if my only job was to pass, I mean...
Oh, like Rondo?
Well, that is his only job, right? I mean, now we're looking... Fuck versatility. We're looking for specialists.
I do want to point out that I had to make 2 foul shots with the game on the line once, and I sank both of them. So I can deal with pressure.
In his Jewish Community Center 3rd grade game...
I'm not Jewish.
That doesn't mean you didn't play for the Jews.
But...
And my Catholic...
It was
Community Center.
It was CYO, asshole.
Well, Scotty.
It was CYO. And by the way, do you know how many fucking baseball games I played in front of like 500 people? I was fucking used to that shit.
Oh, you're a grizzled veteran. You get nerves to steel.
When I played sports, I never saw the crowd ever. The
crowd was invisible. It's not because he has bad vision, folks. The crowd was just invisible.
I didn't back then.
Oh, I forgot you were eagle eyes back then, right?
I had really good eyesight until probably like...
You can see like someone hits a ball in like Scotland and you see it. Oh, look where it landed in the fairway.
No, it wasn't like fucking... I can read like a fucking license plate from 200 yards away, but I had good eyesight, yeah.
You mean your eyes weren't fucked up yet?
No, I had...
well, let's not say good eyesight. Let's just say your eyes weren't fucked up.
No, that's not true. I had really good eyesight until I was...
Doesn't everyone have good eyesight when they're like 12?
No, and then probably when I was like 24, 25, my eyes got worse. I got glasses. And then
they got
worse and worse and worse. What?
You jerked off a lot?
I still do.
Blind!
What's your point?
So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen.
Chris is putting his fingers all over my like dried up jizz on my computer.
Actually, I think it's your brother's dried up jizz.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Fucking keyboard's disgusting. Seriously, I need a fucking hand sanitizer.
That's fucking gross.
I didn't think about it until you told me that.
Look at all this shit.
Now I'm like, someone give me a Clorox wipe. We gotta clean this shit. This is disgusting.
All right, you want to go over the deals that have been signed so far?
If you want to go over all the lots of money.
By the way, Durant's schedule. He met with OKC, I guess, for 5 hours yesterday. Today he was meeting with the Clippers and Golden State. Tomorrow he is meeting with the Spurs in the morning in the Hamptons and the Celtics at night. And on Sunday he's got the Heat. And he's expected to make his decision probably after the 4th of July.
Let's go, Horford. Let's go, Horford.
I wonder if that's real, that they're going to try to sign him by midnight and bring him to the Hamptons. And Horford's like, KD, you got some blow? Got some rock? I'll suck your dick.
You ever suck dick for weed?
That's addiction, man. You ever sucked some dick from marijuana? No. Can't say that I have. I didn't think so. Boo this man! Boo!
That is by far one of the best movies.
No, the best thing is
Butternuts.
The best thing in this gift is like you could see Bob Saget like going back to the seat like in shame, like that he had to admit that. That's awesome. Danny Tanner talking about sucking dick for coke. It doesn't get any better than that. All right, so yeah.
What about it?
Who else?
Look up players for you?
Yeah, who
Matthew Dellavedova signed a big contract.
Yeah, you got 4 at 38 from Milwaukee.
Everyone's gonna get
that. Timothy Mozgov got like $70 million from the Lakers. Guy's like a fucking role player. That goes to show.
Isn't that happy? Does it make you happy? It went to the Lakers.
Oh, it's great. It's great. That's the kind of free agents that the Lakers get now.
To become like the best player ever.
That's the kind of. By the way, that's the kind of free agents the Lakers get now. Fucking Timothy Mozgov. They asked Durant for a meeting. Durant like fucking laughed at them. He's like, I'm not fucking going to play for you.
Well, that's what I told you. Like, Celtics in a decent position, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not, I don't know. I'm not, like, high hopes that they're definitely going to get Durant, but as I told you, I mean, I still don't think that it's not 90% OKC. I don't care what anyone says. It's like 60-70% OKC, and the Celtics are probably one of the good chances after that. Like
I think
8%.
I think it's at least 80% OKC.
I don't, because he hasn't talked to anybody else yet.
He just talked to 2 other teams today.
All right, say there was 6 wicked hot chicks that wanted to bang you.
I would settle for 1.
Listen, and so so maybe you just.
No.
Scotty's 100% banging the first one that he meets. This is again why it's better to have an early meeting. But my point is, so the first hot chick comes in and says, "Scotty, I want to bang you. This is what I'm going to offer you. This is the best. Everything. Da 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 da." Look at it. We'll even say it's hot chick you bang for you. Like, look, you know me. Blah blah blah. Okay. Actually, that's a bad example.
So
because
like,
new pussy's the best pussy. But
well, wait. So okay. So like. We're talking like golden showers. It's like, oh, I'm gonna like do all these.
I don't know. Whatever you want to do. She's just like, look. She has like she comes in with a little seminar. She has all up in the back. I'll suck your dick. Okay.
Dude,
she has a little pointer. You got a PowerPoint presentation. All that good jazz.
Dude, all I can think of right now, my brother has a fetish for like fucking Asian chicks.
They put in 4 Asians in there for you. Yeah, great.
Going up to Craig, go like, I love you, wrong time.
I love you, wrong time.
Hurry up and buy.
Okay, so yeah. First Asian comes in, your brother's like, whoa, you know what I mean? Second, but then the Celtics are the 5th Asian.
Then the second Asian is like hotter. You're like, wow.
But regardless, if you actually sat through every interview with all the hot chicks, maybe after the first hot chick, you're like, wow, 90% chance I'm banging her. But then after all the other hot chicks come in, you go, wow, it's like, this is going to be tough. You know what I mean? Like, who am I going to bang? I mean, you don't know who has the clap. You don't know any of this stuff.
They probably all.
All you know is that there's 6 of them. I mean, maybe you pick the last one.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Best presentation.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. This is like if you like all the hot chicks, like you see a picture of them like beforehand. You see like nude like centerfold. It's like, oh, that one's not as hot as like number 1. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he can look at the Celtics on paper and be like, yeah, this.
It's still different seeing them live.
So like, if they get Horford tonight, is that like?
Okay, so they also lap dance on him. Okay,
no, hold on. So like, if they get Horford tonight, is that the equivalent? Like, oh, but you know what? Number 5 got a boob job. I got to pay closer attention. Like what are you trying to say here?
It's the equivalent of she smells amazing in person. You know what I mean? Like, pictures don't necessarily do it justice, Scotty. David Ortiz, by the way, home run.
Past Ted Williams.
Yep, Ted Williams, Frank Thomas, and
Willie McCovey.
Willie McCovey, yep.
He also, that home run also was his 2000th hit with the Red Sox.
I thought it was 1,990.
Oh, look at. So what's to say he's blown away by the Clippers?
Who was?
Durant.
So he told you he's going to be blown away by every hot chick. Because they're going to come up and like rub on him and be like, we love you long time. And they were going to be like, yeah, Durant, we love you.
Yeah, did Doc fucking lock him in a room and tell him he can't leave until he signs like he did with
I know Doc Rivers was like, I'm Doc Rivers. Do you want me to get a horse? I'll get my voice horse. Hold on a second. You got to hold the ball. Like, relax, Doc. Chris Paul came in, probably said how awesome he was.
Kevin, I know you just blew a 3-1 series lead. Do you know who has the most blown 3-1 series lead in history as head coach? This guy right here.
Leave the guy alone.
Oh, okay. Fuck him.
There's probably one coach in the history of basketball that has a better resume than Doc that's not in the Hall of Fame. That's it. One. There's only one coach with a better resume in the history of basketball. Okay. There's only one. So it's like the Eli Manning thing. Like, Eli Manning's going to be a Hall of Famer? He's got to be, unfortunately. Regardless. Now, you can think, and I actually think Doc's a much better coach than Eli as quarterback. Doc Rivers is going to be a Hall of Fame coach. Probably going to end his career with 1,000+ wins. He's going to have a decent winning percentage. He has a Coach of the Year award. He has a championship. I don't know what else you want from the man. Not saying he's the best coach ever.
This is my reaction to what you just said.
No, fuck implied face palm. Okay? Get rid of that. No one needs Tommy Lee Jones fucking implied face palms. My point is, Doc Rivers, pretty good coach. Okay? He's a pretty good pimp for his fucking hot chick. Fuck you with the Christ, okay? Get out of here. No Jesus Christmas is here. Get everything out of here. The whole point is, he's a way better coach than you give him credit for. If I'm a Clippers fan, I'm only mad about him, the GM, Doc the GM, not Doc the coach. Look at you just showing friggin' memes and gifs and stuff and laughing when you don't explain to anybody. That does not make a good show.
No, that's why we got to get on like TV. We have to have a simulcast.
So you can just show like random fucking gifs and memes. So first of all, some of them are not appropriate, so you can't.
What? Boo this man isn't appropriate?
No, but you act like that's the only one you've ever shown.
What other ones do I show?
I don't know. There's got to be at least one that wasn't appropriate.
Yeah, like I have one like, oh, like I murdered Jews by throwing them in the oven. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't have any of that.
Relax.
I don't know why he would be blown away by the Clippers. Chris Paul's old. Andy just got hurt. Blake Griffin's always hurt.
You act like everyone's
Blake Griffin was born hurt. DeAndre Jordan can't hit a 6-foot jumper with no one on him. He can't hit foul shots. And the rest of the team... By the way, they would have to trade away the rest of their fucking roster to make that work. He's not going to the Clippers. The only way he goes to the Clippers is if he takes less than a max deal, and that's not what he's going to do. He's going to fucking stay in OKC.
Okay.
Gonna stay in OKC.
Gonna stay in OKC.
Who?
Oh, now we're getting attacked by ants. They're worth max contracts.
That ant I just killed...
You just killed a max contract player!
That ant I just killed is better than Amir Johnson.
Better than Matthew Dellavedova.
Who gave him that? Milwaukee? Oh,
I don't know.
Awful.
Dude, there's
Awful.
money. There's so much money right now.
Alright.
The thing that sucks is the salary cap's going up, then it's going up again, then it's going to go down.
Listen. I understand why these guys are getting ridiculous money. I understand the cap is going up. I understand.
It's like you complaining when people get paid too much in baseball. Awful.
At least in baseball, there's no cap. What's the point of having a cap in basketball?
There's virtually no cap in basketball right now because everyone has tons of money.
There is.
Right. This is almost like a no cap situation. Because everyone has the ability to offer max contracts. So you know what that means? At least every team got to offer like at least one max contract. Because everyone has one.
But is Matthew Dellavedova worth fucking $38 million?
I don't think he's worth $1. I don't think I wouldn't pay him $5 playing my Jewish community center team. Okay, and I'm not even a Jew.
You're Jewish.
But my point is,
didn't James say you're like the most like friggin' Jewish Irish guy ever?
But I'm not though.
Yeah, you are.
No, wicked not.
Jew.
You're a Jew.
Shapiro.
Shapiro.
He's Italian.
You got to tell the listeners that story.
Oh yeah, my brother's an idiot.
His brother's an idiot. He thought Shapiro was an Italian last name.
Because it ended with a vowel.
Ends in a vowel. Like, that's
I guess
Jewish last name.
Your last name ends in an E. I guess you're Italian.
O'Keefe, Italian.
I think the loudest I ever laughed at like all the emails. You were like, they hired Dave Guglielmo, and you're like, what is it with all these freaking like offensive line coaches like Scott Nakia, Dave DeGuglielmo, and Tyler was like, this is your chance, O'Keefe. Change your last name to O'Keefe Farrelly.
O'Keefe Farrelly.
You're like, it's the Irish or that? All right, you're bringing up Rondo. I'm gonna go get a beer. You get Rondo staff up there.
Well, now you got to get me a beer then. That's how that works.
I think there's only 2 left.
Well, it looks like I'm getting one of them. This is a freaking communist podcast.
Which one do you want?
I'll take the bud.
Really? Because I was in the mood for the blueberry, so thank you.
I had the blueberry last time I was here.
Blueberry's good.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
You don't have to. It's a twist cap.
Oh, is it? But yeah, I'm definitely not complaining. I mean, I'll drink whatever, but... Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be drinking our beers while we talk to you.
Max Seal for Horford. Solid.
Max Horford. Best player ever. Watch Horford come here and be like a 30-26 guy. With, by 30-26, I mean 30 minutes, 20 shot attempts, and 6 fouls a game. Okay? Let's be real. We're going to do 30-26. Jesus.
Oh, my God.
The point is, we're stuck. Celtics are stuck. If they don't get KD, they're fucked.
Yep.
That's the way it is.
They're even more fucked.
People will be sick of hearing us say it.
They're even more fucked if they sign Horford and they don't get Durant. I'd rather them just not get to Horford either.
The league's like, you guys aren't spending money at all. You have like 3 minimum contract players and no one else in your team. Yeah, it's okay. We got a lot of draft picks. We got 8 of them. They're just going to roll out a bunch of small forwards. We're good.
Actually, he could probably say that. We have a lot of draft picks, so we want to keep the flexibility for who we draft, and he could probably get away with it.
Well, yeah. How many guys did they just draft?
Like 8.
How many other freaking like main Red Claws do they have? Like 4?
A lot.
And then they have like, 5 guys on a contract now or something?
Again,
they're good.
Danny has mastered building a team backwards, and by that I mean...
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what we talked about earlier this week.
By that I mean he has 4 through 10 pegged. He's got like a 4 through 10 of a championship team. Like he has a 4 through 10 of a dynasty. He doesn't have a top 1 or a 2 or a 3.
It would literally be like trying to build an NFL team
Without a quarterback.
with tight ends, safeties, and linebackers only. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, now all I got to do is get a quarterback, a line on both sides, some cornerbacks,
A kicker.
a pass rusher, a kicker. Will be great.
Head coach.
He has mastered the, I'm going to build with a bunch of mediocre guys and scrubs. And all we got to do is get the 3 stars to come in here. Or 2.5 stars. We'll leave Isaiah a half of a star.
He doesn't even get a full
It
star.
is what it is. Football-wise?
Nothing to talk about.
No. Andrew Luck got a big contract.
Which I love, by the way.
I do and I don't love it. I'll tell you why.
I love it because it completely hinders Indy to do anything else.
Doesn't, though.
Yeah, it does.
The cap's gone up 20% since Aaron Rodgers' deal. And quarterback salaries have only gone up 5%. So we're actually at a point where, see, end around. Andrew Luck is the best bargain in sports. Right now, well, Luck's contract is the most ever for a quarterback. It's not any higher than any of the other deals. It's barely higher than Aaron Rodgers' deal made in 2013. So you're talking 3 years later. I think this is the thing. And I've told you this before. Teams are probably finally realizing quarterbacks are somewhat overrated. Not that you don't need a good quarterback or a mediocre quarterback, but there's someone overrated. You can't spend all your cap on one player. You just can't do it. Tom Brady makes significantly less than most quarterbacks, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which is great for the Patriots.
Well, that's his own.
Look, see, Andrew Luck's new deal is a pretty big letdown. Everyone expected it to be $25 to $30 million a year. It's $23.3 million a year, I believe. Okay, it's not that much money. It's just not. All these other salaries for other players are going up more. And that's because you've seen, I don't know, Joe Flacco win a championship, Eli Manning win 2 championships, Peyton Manning played the worst quarterback of anyone in the league, and the team won a championship, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So teams are realizing, I don't got to pay this guy. I mean, they're going to pay Andrew Luck because he's generational talent, whether you think so or not. Regardless, he's generational talent. He's the Jalen Brown of quarterbacks, okay? Really high ceiling.
He's way better.
Also, to be fair,
No,
if Danny really felt that Jalen Brown has the highest ceiling out of everyone left, then whatever. That's a great pick. I don't agree with him, but fine. Fine, if that's what he thought. If he couldn't trade the pick for anything decent, I mean, I didn't want to trade the pick for Nerlens Noel so we could have Al Horford and Nerlens Noel. So yay! Okay? And then the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th picks in a row. I don't want that. I'm cool with not having that. So, realistically,
if he signs Durant and Horford, then taking Jalen Brown makes a little bit more sense. Like a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
If he just couldn't make a good deal and he thinks that Jalen Brown's the best player available, that's fine. You go for the guy with the highest ceiling, even if he has the lowest floor. Do I think it sucks that we could have an absolute busted 3 pick? Sure. But if he becomes an all-star, I mean, I guess I'm okay with it.
By the way, I never said Andrew Luck was like a bum. All I've said is I would take Russ Wilson over him. That's all I've ever said. And I get.
See, I'm not sure in a vacuum I would.
And I understand Russell Wilson is surrounded by a better team.
If you put Andrew Luck on Seattle, I don't think they're suddenly like a worse team. I really don't.
I'd still take Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson to me just has.
I like Russell Wilson better. I just don't think he's better than Andrew Luck.
He just he has that it factor. I can't explain it.
He has that it factor that you get when you have a nasty offense and a great defense, and it's like your generational defense carries you for 3 or 4 years. Yeah, he has that kind of it factor.
I hate to break it to you, in the second half last year, he was probably the best quarterback in the league. And you agreed with me. So
okay, for part of a year. So what?
He's still young, too. He's only like, what, 24, 25? No, 26. What will it take? 26?
He's 26 or 7 now. I think he's 26. I'm pretty sure he's 26.
And quarterbacks are playing at a high level until they're like 90, so he's going to be around for a while.
27 now.
He just turned 27?
No,
he's going to be 28.
That's not bad. He's like 40% white. So I was like Ancestry.com thing or something.
Dude, he's whiter than I am. You hear him talk?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he's like,
in that regard, he's like, well, golly gee, that's, well, me and Mike Tirico are Italian. You know what I mean?
Dude, he's like whiter than Carlton Banks. He's like, all right, fellas.
No.
Come on, let's go Hawks.
The whitest white person ever, still not whiter than Carlton Banks. Who in real life is Spanish, I believe.
Dude, Alfonso Ribeiro, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know like what he
Dude,
is.
seriously, every time I see like Russell Wilson in the post game, I expect them to play. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Alfonso Ribeiro still looks like he's like 7, by the way.
Oh, he looks awful now.
No,
Like he looked alright back now.
no, he looks like he's 7.
By the way,
Just like with the Karate Kid. Oh my God, what's his name?
Ralph Macchio.
Machio. I can't remember his last name.
By the way, Will Smith, the worst guy on that show. It was his show, and he was the worst one on the show.
Uncle Phil's awesome.
Uncle Phil was, God rest his soul, James Avery. Uncle Phil was the best one on the show. Then probably Jeffrey. Then Carlton. Then, what was her name? The sister, the old Hillary. And then, like, everyone else was like, they could do without.
Oh, he's Trinidadian and Tobagoan, I guess.
So what's that, like Jamaican and shit?
It's Caribbean, yeah. The Caribbean's just a giant. I mean, everyone's a giant mix at this point. I watched this DNA thing, and just basically shows everyone's a mix of tons of stuff, even though they don't know that they are. Like, you're probably like less Italian than Bobby Milk.
No.
Yeah, down the line, you don't know, because it's like, oh, you didn't know France invaded, and then really you're like 10% Berber. And
No, my mother's parents are both from Sicily.
I understand that. They took a bunch of people, and this one guy was like, my family's from England for like 300 years, and he was like, a bunch of other stuff too. Like, it's not...
Like, my grandmother was born in Ireland, so she was probably like a bunch of shit. But
Well, actually, Ireland has more homogeny than a lot of places, as odd as it sounds. Not a lot of people go in and out of Ireland. It's a stupid little island with no potatoes. And they finally, you know, yay, let's grow potatoes now. But yeah, the Andrew Luck deal's not that... It's really not that great.
you know what, though? It's Jim Irsay. He'll find a way to fuck it up. He'll, like, sneak into Andrew Luck's house and, like, freaking try to get in his medicine cabinet. And Andrew Luck's going to be like, what are you doing in my house? He's like, oh, nothing. This is some aspirin. And then he'll be made the trade. It'll happen.
Well, and we didn't hit anything with Tom Brady.
I thought we might today. You know, Friday before a long weekend. But it's got to be coming soon. It's got to be coming really soon. Because they said, 4 to 6 weeks, and it's already been about 7 weeks. 6 weeks.
Something like that.
Yeah, we're due. Any encouraging sign that it's taken this long, that they're thinking about it, or does it not work that way? I have no idea.
I don't know if it matters either way. Again, I told you I think it's actually more likely it will go to the Supreme Court, but who knows?
Would you rather have it... Okay, would you rather have it an en banc hearing now? He plays. It's on the suspension's back on the shelf. Risk him losing that and then have to go to the Supreme Court, or would you rather have them not take this case en banc and then just have him go right to the Supreme Court?
I don't know if they'll actually do both.
No,
highly.
Either way, they can petition the Supreme Court no matter what.
Well, no, but I highly doubt if it goes en banc, then they're also going to petition the Supreme Court.
Why do you think that?
It's just something that's not usually done. I mean, usually the whole, basically, giant panel of judges is deciding.
Yeah, but isn't this a labor issue that's sort of
I think it is a labor issue.
No, but isn't it
unprecedented? I would know if I'd say unprecedented, but very important, yes. Because again, it's saying that a CBA trumps due and fair process.
Yeah, but this is a dictatorship. It sort of is unprecedented. This is a commissioner that says, I want you to take off all your clothes and run around the building twice and friggin' jump on a car naked and like piss in the gas tank, and if you don't do it, you're suspended 4 games. He can do that under the CBA. That's not right.
I didn't disagree with you.
Are you looking up en banc?
That means... I know what
I know what it means.
I'm seeing if en banc things are often heard by the Supreme Court after. I don't believe that they are.
Well, read.
I can't read right now.
Yeah, read. I'll entertain them while you read. By the way, like,
that's not
how fucking retarded is that?
That's awesome. Buffalo Bills, Stanley Cup champions. Again, you wouldn't understand because you're not seeing the photos Scotty's showing me. Scotty just shows photos and laughs. That's his job of entertaining you.
No, dude.
Right, this show's now going to be called Fuck the Chris and Cash Show. This is the Scotty Laugh Show, and he's just going to look at memes and laugh all day.
All right, listen. There's a friggin' banner, like your team wins a championship, and like you got like Cleveland Cavaliers probably have friggin' banners in their basement. Like I got banners all around: Super Bowl champions, Stanley Cup champions, World Series, whatever. It's a Buffalo Bills banner. It has the Bills logo with the helmets and whatnot, but it says Stanley Cup champions. So not only have the Bills never won a Super Bowl, the Sabres have never won a Stanley Cup. So I can't for the life of me figure out how they managed to screw that up. But they did. And Chris is reading about briefs.
If it goes to the Supreme Court, once it goes on bunk, I don't think it will go to the Supreme Court after.
Even if they lose?
Yeah.
What makes you say that, does it say, specifically?
I think you have to choose one or the other, and then based if they don't hear it, you can go to the other one, but I don't think you can do both in a row. Now, we'll look more into that for next week, regardless.
You would have to think we're going to hear about it next week, right?
I don't know. I would think if we were here about this week, or I would just like to hear about it. I mean, I'm selfish. I want Tom Brady to play again. I'm not watching the NFL, and I sure as shit ain't watching the Patriots if Tom Brady playing. You can say whatever you want.
NFL,
aren't you a Patriot fan? Yeah, I'm a Patriot fan.
NFL, I can understand, but not,
I told you, I have Leonardo da Vinci mixed with Albert Einstein of quarterbacking, and you want me to watch some bum who's not even worth a max contract in the NBA?
We don't know that.
Jimmy G could be the best player ever. He's still a goat herder. Number one, stupid gin. Number two, okay? I want to watch Tom Brady. He doesn't have a lot of time left. He's what matters. Tom Brady. I care about the team long term, but Tom Brady, I want him to get a 5th ring. I want him to get another MVP. I want him to have a great season. I want him to break every record ever imaginable. I want him to have more kids with howitzers, okay? Tom fucking Brady. I don't want to watch 4 weeks of shit. I don't.
Again,
I don't want to watch 4 weeks of...
Again,
I don't care if he's...
Again, what if he tears it up?
I don't care if he's Picasso mixed with fucking Steve Nash. Not Steve Nash.
Steve Nash.
So Steve Nash, but Jeff Nash, okay? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I want to watch Leonardo da Vinci mixed with Einstein. That's it.
So what you're telling me is that you don't care.
I want to watch Brady. If he's suspended, I'm not watching. It's that simple. Number one, out of protest. Number two, because I don't want to degrade myself. My viewing eyes are worth more than that. My time's worth more than that. Seriously. I don't think anyone should go to the games. Okay, that's a bit much because then they'll probably lose. But, I mean...
still win. But that's beside the
Yeah,
point.
Foxborough fans suck anyways. Boston fans...
Not old Foxborough. Not the old place. Not even...
But Foxborough fans now.
Not even the...
Boston sports fans now suck. You guys suck.
I think the
Red Sox fans, you suck. Patriot fans, you suck.
I think
Bruins
the Celtics,
fans, you suck and you act like you're the hardcores when you're not.
I think the Celtics have the worst fans in the city. They perpetually think good things are going to happen, and they never do.
Oh, yeah, the green team is a retarded.
Awful.
They're like, yeah!
We're going to sign...
Jaylen Brown's like the best player ever. Like, did you see his upsides? Yeah, he's like Kedrick Brown. Or like... the guy with the shocker. I forget his name. Fucking, Gerald Wallace. Green. I'm like Gerald Wallace. That's a different player.
No,
actually, Gerald Wallace was decent.
We had him, too.
Not with the Celtics, but he was a decent player.
Who was the Charlotte Bobcats, right?
He made one All-Star game? Or two?
I think he made a couple. But he was like the only player on Charlotte that was any fucking good. Jesus Christ. How many fucking tags do you have in your fucking...
7 million. One-time All-Star.
He only made one?
Yeah. He's still only 33.
O'Keefe has a friggin' gym membership card on his keychain.
And multiple gym
That's
memberships.
hilarious. That is hilarious.
I used to go to the gym all the time.
What did they keep?
It wasn't broken. Things change. What are you going to do?
Are these still memberships? Do you still have them?
I have the Planet Fitness one still.
Dude, he has a Shaw's card on here. I don't think Shaw's exists anymore.
Shaw's exists? Where have you been? Do you live in
the only Shaw's I know that's still open is the one at the North Shore Mall, and there's one in and actually there's one in
North
Boston.
Beverly. There's a couple different ones.
Yeah, how often do I go to North Beverly?
How often do you go anywhere? I mean, you don't.
That's not true. I go feel.
There's a Shaw's near me, right near my house.
All the time.
In Randolph. There's a bunch of different Shaw's. But yeah, I mean, let's go through more things on my keychain. I got Shaw's, I got Petco, PetSmart, I got Finish Line, I got CVS Extra Care Card, got my Planet Fitness membership,
Chimney specialist. Oh, guaranteed home
Total
improvement.
Performance Sports. Okay, I got my Pep Boys card.
Thunder?
I believe that is Thunder.
That's a
I haven't
sign.
seen lightning yet.
He's
Oh,
staying
it means
in
he's
OKC.
staying in OKC. If it rains really hard and we see a ship, he's going to the Clippers. I'm like, no, Scotty. Shiver me timbers, okay? No. None of that's happening.
So if Warriors comes on TV,
Warriors, come out
Durant,
to play. Come out to play. No, that's not happening.
by the way, my dog's gonna go fucking nuts.
Why?
He's terrified of thunderstorms.
Why don't you get him like one of those? I think I'm gonna put one of my dogs to sleep.
Are you serious?
Keeps biting more.
That's because she's so sweet.
There's nothing to do about it. Dog bites my wife. I mean,
Wow, it is.
she just told me tonight if we're keeping her alive, me and the dog are moving out. She's like, Chris, we're killing the dog. I'm like, and she's saying it like that because she actually loves the dog too. But what can you do? I mean, one of the dogs, she's blind and she's biting. She's got biting issues. She had biting issues anyways. Now she bites all the time.
Yeah, I do not want to see Jake Arrieta's ass crack on ESPN.
I really didn't need to see him like that. No, I mean, good for him. Like, the body issue's so fucking weird. It's so fucking weird. NFL players are a little salty about the NBA contracts, by the way. Probably because they're all guaranteed and they're making like 10 times as much to be shittier players. I mean, it makes sense, though. You have fewer players in general.
Dude, Matthew Dellavedova makes more than Tom Brady. I'll let that sink in for a second.
Does he, though? How much does he get per year?
Probably. 38 divided by 4.
No,
Alright,
no.
So 9.
Evan Turner makes more than Tom Brady.
Dude, ET got paid, man.
A lot of people getting paid. I mean,
Hey, I'm happy for Evan. He played his ass off here. He played well here.
I like Evan Turner.
He had nothing but nice things to say about Boston and the Celtics on the way out. But, I mean, they couldn't pay him that. Agreed? The Celtics couldn't pay him what Portland gave him.
Well, this is the thing, though. Dallas, everyone keeps telling me, like your brother, you before, other people, Dallas is such a great place for free agents. They can't sign anybody. They keep trying. They tried for off people max contracts. Still can't sign anybody.
Well, it's because they don't have any players.
It's just because
Dirk is like 100.
Listen, Dirk's like not even close to Tim Duncan.
Even though Dirk is like infinitely better than anyone in the Celtics. And
Well, yeah.
Duncan is 2 years older than Dirk. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but in basketball he is. He's like 17.
Duncan is 40 and Dirk is 38. I'm pretty sure. You can
Dirk
look it
is
up.
37.
No, Dirk is 38. He was born in 78. Pretty sure. Duncan just turned 40 in May. So how old is Dirk?
Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, he just turned 38.
He literally just turned 38 like a few days ago.
No, like last week.
Yeah, but not last week, a few days ago. Tim Duncan.
Jimmy D's 40.
Yeah, he is. 40 years old.
I can't even say going strong because he's horrible. But I mean, he's old. So
He's still like 3 times better than KG is right now.
that's not saying.
Of course, I'm better than KG right now. Jewish community said it's like, we don't want Kevin Garnett. Take him back!
He could be the water boy.
I said, take it back!
Get it out of here. Get him out of
What
here.
did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Paul Saratani. I told you that story fucking Saturday.
Yeah, I was talking about actual De Niro, but
Used to work at Stop and Shop, and there was this dude, Paul Saratani.
which is why he doesn't think Shaw's exists anymore. I work at Stop and Shop.
I had 10 years at Stop and Shop. No, but
Jesus Christ, what a waste of life.
I know. There'd be like a bakery pallet that it was still better than that. Let's go more.
Not as bad as much as a waste of life, though.
There'd be like a bakery pallet there. He would go, Scotty, get out of here. You understand? Get it out of here. Didn't I tell you not to attract attention? Fucking bakery pallet right here on the floor. Get it out of here.
I want to see what else is going on in free agency.
Just the stream, the first tab. You haven't looked
No,
at it.
nothing else is fucking updated.
Yeah, here's an idea. Hit the refresh button.
It's refreshing automatically. That's what refreshing looks like. Talking to you is like talking to someone that doesn't understand what a computer is. This guy's like, can I play Oregon Trail? Play the Oregon Trail.
Dude, Oregon Trail.
Have you seen my baseball?
The Oregon Trail game on the computer was nasty back in the day. Fucking love that game.
Huh.
I could finish the game whenever I wanted, but I usually just like hunted buffalo and shit.
Durant blown away by Clippers.
So that means he was blown.
He's gonna be blown by everybody.
He was blown.
I'm just gonna send in the hot chicks to bang him. If I'm Danny, that's the first thing I do. I send in like 4 hot chicks to bang him. Then I come in with Russell Bird. I don't care that Bird works for another team. We're not going to go up and over this.
Buffy and Susie.
Brady. Poppy.
No, Buffy, Susie. He got game reference. Oh, you still hate Ray Allen? Okay.
I don't want to talk about Shuttlesworth. Okay. We sent then.
You're still not over that, are you?
No. We signed Horford. We sent Horford and IT to talk him up and be like, look it. We sent Pot Roast. Bill Belichick. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. Boston's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin. I think you should sign with the Celtics.
Oh, you got a good jump shot. It's kind of tall, lanky. That's what it is.
Bill, this is Durant. Bill, why should I sign there? Oh, you're gonna have to ask the Celtics about that. It's gonna be up to Danny.
Well, Jeff Green just got a 1-year, $15 million contract.
With the Orlando Magic. Prepare to be underwhelmed, Magic fans.
That's actually a great deal in today's NBA, though.
Jeff Green is the most talented bum I've ever watched.
So he's like the future Jaylen Brown?
See,
I see Jaylen Brown passed.
No, see, everyone keeps saying, like, oh, Jaylen Brown is like Jeff Green. Like, no. Oh, lightning. Nice. Everyone's like, oh, Jaylen Brown is like Jeff Green. Like, no, Jeff Green can shoot.
Oh, Chandler Parsons agreed to a 4-year max deal with Memphis for $94.8 million. Holy Jesus.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Friggin', it's insane.
Read some of these numbers, by the way.
These players suck. Mizra Teletovic just signed a 3-year, $30 million deal.
Oh?
Yeah. With the Milwaukee Bucks. He's actually like not a horrible player, but he sure as shit ain't good. Andre Drummond just agreed to a max contract for 5 years, $130 million.
All right, at least like you know who Andre Drummond is. See what I'm saying? He's like a nightly double-double guy. I mean, that
Actually, this isn't bad for Jefferson on his basis.
Al Jefferson, yeah.
3-year, $30 million.
That's a good signing by Larry.
Bradley Beal signed the... Yeah, he's going to re-sign with the Wizards for the max. So everyone, dude, I'm a max player in today's NBA. Like, dude, get these guys on the phone.
Is John Farrell a max manager?
In today's NBA, he is. I don't even know what that means, but yeah, he is. Holy Jesus. Lynn just got signed by the Nets. 3 years, $36 million.
I know, that pisses me off.
That's awesome.
He's fucking good, though.
You're taking a photo of me so we can send it to the NBA's GMs? Be like, look at, see this guy? He'll play for the mid-level exception. What's the mid-level exception now? $13 million? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're worse at fucking... Like, I look bad in photos, but you look even worse than I do.
Oh, I look like a fucking serial killer. I look like a serial killer.
You look like you're trying to hand me, like, a fucking, like...
I don't know what to tell you.
Look at you. Fucking weirdo. Fucking deleting that shit.
Yeah, I look like a serial killer, an axe murderer, a rapist, a pedophile, all types of different horrible things in photos. In video, I look fine, but in photos, no.
You don't look fine in video.
Yeah, I do.
I got a video of my phone. You still look like a pedophile.
Oh, I look fucking awesome in video.
No, you don't.
Oh, dude, why do you think none of the stars come around to hang out? Because I make them look bad.
Whatever. Pistons agree to deal with Ish Smith. Uh-oh, Philly just lost Ish Smith.
That's huge, huh?
Watch out. They might lose 72 games or something.
Seriously, though. Avery Bradley's pissed. So is Jay Crowder. They both make like $6 and $8 million.
Tough shit.
Like, see, that's why Danny's great. Underpaying players.
No, Danny is an excellent GM except for drafting. You know what?
Nicholas Batum signed 5-year, $120 million. Unbelievable.
I can't believe the frickin' contract that the Lakers gave Timothy Mozgov, whatever his name is.
Yeah, right here. 4-year, $64 million.
That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm glad they did it.
DeMar DeRozan did a 5-year, $139 million. So apparently he's slightly less than a max guy. Is that even possible? Like, he should definitely be a max guy.
I don't know. I don't even think he's that good. That just goes to show you that the Lakers wanted him badly. He's from Los Angeles, and he still didn't sign there.
I don't even know what to say.
But they'll still get a free agent before Boston does.
Well, to be fair, the Celtics should just hold out and wait to see what's left.
I know better. I know Danny's going to go hard at Durant tomorrow. I know it. I don't think it'll work. I don't think that'll work.
He's going to max contract Horford.
They're saying that he's going to sign Horford tonight to a max, and he's going...
J.A. Donde. What I learned from NBA free agency, there are so many gifts of people throwing money around.
I think that's true. I think that's really what he's going to do. He's going to sign Horford tonight, and he's going to bring him to the fucking Hamptons. It's like, see, we got your buddy. Come play with us.
What is it like? We have him hostage. Now you got to come or you'll never see him alive again.
Kevin, just come play with me, bro. That's weird. He actually is Dominican, too.
Horford, yeah.
Yeah.
He's Dominican.
Yeah. All right. We're an hour in. Do you want to talk about the Red Sox? Do you want to talk about your
I don't want to talk. The Red Sox suck. The Red Sox are a very good team that sucks.
Says the guy who was slurping them 2 weeks ago, saying they could go to the World Series when I was.
Well, they still could if they signed another fucking.
And I was fucking laughing at you. I was laughing.
Listen.
Whoa, shit.
If they sign, it's lightning. It's not that shocking. Like after you're like 3 or 4, it's no longer like.
Yeah, but that one like lit up the whole.
Oh wow, there was lightning outside, and then there's thunder and there's rain. Did you see that? Never seen that before. Oh, that's thunder. You heard that, Scotty?
The Red Sox are up 5-4, but it is delayed, obviously, because it's thunder and lightning outside. I think it's in the 6th inning. Actually, it doesn't tell you. But that would still, it's the bottom of the 6th, so that would still be an official game. So the way the Red Sox are playing, they better hope that it keeps raining and raining and raining.
Still.
What are you looking at right now?
The Memphis Grizzlies owner dunking. Want to see him? Ready?
I don't care.
Sound like a 4-foot hoop, but
He's better than Jaylen Brown.
probably. It's a max contract player right there in today's NBA.
All right, your max contract joke is like seriously old.
It's
already.
true though. What do you want me to do?
It's old already.
It's only day 1 of free agency, so it can't be that old.
It's old enough.
No, the Red Sox don't suck, but their pitching sucks, and their management's horrible. They're the worst manager probably in all of baseball. And their team's still plenty good.
By the way, that Tito Francona of the Cleveland Indians who've won 14 straight, why can't we get managers like that?
I don't know, you tell me. By the way, you just said we like you're a Boston fan. You're not a Boston fan. Get out of here.
I'm not a Red Sox fan, I'm still a bigger Red Sox fan than 80% of the people who go to that park now. And
That's because most of the people that go to that park aren't even Red Sox fans. They're like, I'm from Saskatchewan. I'm just here to be in Fenway. I'm like, this is great. I'm going to sing Sweet Caroline. This is fucking awesome. You should have to show a license and be like from within 50 miles of Fenway. You can't go. It's the only way that's fair. It's the only thing. Well, that's not fair to people that are Red Sox fans from out of state, but it's got to be like a card-carrying member of the Red Sox nation to get into Fenway. I don't know goddamn Orioles fans like you. I don't want no people from Kansas City visiting. All these people from Canada visiting. I mean, I went to a game recently.
Hold on. What about me? What about me, a person who just loves baseball?
Nope. Can't go. Oh, fine. If you guarantee not to sing Sweet Caroline, you're good.
I hate that song.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Literally, Neil Diamond has so many good songs, and they pick his worst song.
Bam, bam, bam.
Awful.
I agree. Unbelievable.
You got anything
Red
else?
Sox suck.
You got anything else to say?
Not really.
We got an hour and 4 minutes. You really have nothing else to say?
Not really. Red Sox are pissing me off. The Celtics are gonna suck. The Bruins are gonna suck.
Go to the MLB standings for a second.
You guys are winning.
No. Yeah, they haven't played yet.
I mean, like, you're in first place in the division.
Yeah, that won't last. They'll come back down there. The pitching's not good enough. The Red Sox are still as bad as they played at plus 64, which is best in the AL East.
I know they will finally transfer. Just recently, Cleveland
Look at the
overpassed
le-
them for a differential.
Look at the last 10, though. 3 and
Yeah,
7.
3-7. If all they have to do is win 10 games in a row, they'll be great. This is the thing, though. Like, the standings have changed drastically over time in the AL throughout the season. The Rangers' record.
Remember when the Phillies were like playing good earlier in the season? They're like 20 games under again. I don't know what their record is.
It's ridiculous.
They're 10 under.
I mean, the only team that's been consistently dominant really has been the Cubs.
Giants. Cubs have been scuffling. Look at the
Yeah.
Cubs in the last 10, 4 and 6.
Look at their run differential still. Look at their overall record, Scotty.
I still think the Giants are the overall best team.
I don't know. I mean, I'd still have to say the Cubs are the overall best team.
Yeah, the Giants have a winning pedigree though. The Cubs haven't been there, which isn't their fault. I mean, they won.
I hate that argument. Because you can say that about every team before they win.
Yeah.
Every single team in the history of sports says, oh, they haven't won yet, though, at one point. And at one point, Jordan hadn't won yet. Same thing with Russell. He hasn't done it yet. He hasn't shown it. It's only his rookie year. I mean, like,
Well, he was in the league. No,
there was probably some idiot back in the 1950s
It only took
talking about Russell and some other team and been like, you know what, though, he doesn't have that winning pedigree. He hasn't won it.
It took Russell. I just want to point out. It took Russell only 3.5 months to win a world championship after entering the league.
But for those 3.5 months, he hadn't done it yet, though. See what I'm saying? That's a dumb argument.
No, he had just won back-to-back national championships, won 55 games in a row, and won an Olympic gold medal.
2001, going to the Super Bowl, you could have been like, you know what, though? Brady just hasn't won a Super Bowl like Kurt Warner, so just hasn't done it. I mean, just hasn't done it yet. No.
Yeah, I thought the Rams were going to win the Super Bowl. You're right.
But yeah, they were a better team. My point is, you can't. It's not an argument. Like, oh, they haven't done it yet, so they haven't done it. Like, yeah, that's kind of what haven't done it means. Like, you haven't won yet. That doesn't mean you can't win it. Or
By
you
the
won't win
way,
it.
that was the one time in my life, maybe Super Bowl 31 against Green Bay. Actually, I thought they had a chance to win that game with the way their defense was playing.
I actually thought that team had a better chance than the 0-1 team.
I did too. 01 was the only time I woke up that morning on Super Bowl Sunday, and I said to myself, let's be real, Pats are probably going to get their asses kicked today. But honestly, it's been a great...
Oh, I was like, we made the Super Bowl. Congratulations.
No, but it was like, it's been a great year, and I'm just happy to be there.
Oh, I had an AFC Championship party by myself. I was like, bam, bam, bam. They should never won that game.
No, but
They should have. They played awesome.
I remember my dad and I were going nuts when they beat Pittsburgh. And I was like, Dad, they got any chance next week? He goes, absolutely not. But, like, just enjoy this for today.
Well, no, to be fair, though, they did play them really tough.
No, Kurt Warner said that was the one team we didn't want to play.
That's what Mott said that.
But, yeah, but I think...
He said that,
At the time, I thought there was a little bit of truth to that, but I also thought they were just trying to be polite.
lip service.
Going into-
He said that. He said that right after the game originally, right in the press conferences after the game. Hope we don't have to play that team again, or whatever he said.
Yeah. But I remember thinking to myself, like, I mean, they're probably going to get their asses kicked today, but, like, it was a good stepping stone. Brady got experience. He's playing in the Super Bowl. Like, it's a good... And then they won. And I remember thinking as that went through, I'm like, wait, they won?
Vinatieri, dude.
Oh, man.
Kicking game winners forever, I guess.
I fucking... the thing is, I don't know if I told this story on here before. I know I've told you this. We were watching it down here. So, what my mom would watch it upstairs in the living room by herself. Because she can't stand listening to us because we just yell and scream at the TV the whole time. Craig, my father, and I were down here. So Ricky Pearl scores and ties it.
Okay.
Dad got disgusted.
Which we were all like, oh, we lost.
Dad got disgusted and fucking threw down the remote and went up in his room. Like, slammed his door. Like, I can't believe they fucking blew this. And then I said to Craig, I'm like, maybe the kicker will miss the extra point. He misses the extra point, like, it's over. Like, I didn't. So at that point, we're just like...
Then John Madden had the greatest analysis.
I'm telling the story here.
I don't care what story. He's like,
Go ahead.
they should just down it and go to overtime. I'm like, so that they get a chance to get the ball and do what they can try to do now? Like,
Now I kind of like what the Patriots are doing.
it makes no sense.
So anyway, my brother and I get frustrated. We go upstairs. We're in the living room. We're waiting for the inevitable. Okay, J.R. Redmond, little dumb pass, gets out of bounds. Yeah, another one gets out of bounds. Brady almost got strip sacked. Oh, threw it away. Hits Troy Brown for about 35 yards. They're in the Rams territory. We're like, what? And we're like paying attention. So you know it comes down to a field goal after Brady spikes the ball with 7 seconds left. Craig runs from the living room and runs into my dad's room to watch it with him. And I'm following, and my mom grabs my hand. She's like, "You can't make me watch it by myself. Stay here, stay here." My mom is holding my hand like this, she's like crushing my hand because she's so nervous. You can feel her shaking. There was a fucking delay. So right before,
That's the worst.
in the living room,
was one HD and one was regular?
I can't remember, but we were in the living room. And Vinatieri's like going like this, like getting ready to kick. And we hear Craig and my father jumping up and down and screaming at the top of their lungs.
You told me that story.
We know that they made it.
Same thing happened to me when the Red Sox came back
Which when?
in the 04 ALCS.
What, like Damon's home run? Like what? A grand slam?
Multiple different big moments. When someone's watching on a different floor than you, and you can still hear them, and you have a delay. You're watching HD, they're watching standard def, and it came in earlier back then. And they're like, yeah! You're like, well, home run. You know what I mean? Like, by the way, I want it noted, the Red Sox are incredible at turning awesomeness into shit. They traded Lester for Cespedes to then move him for Porcello. I'm wondering if they're going to trade Porcello for, like, Dellavedova.
Porcello's not horrible. He's okay. He's okay.
Is he as good as... Would you want Cespedes or Lester more?
I never would have traded Lester. I would have signed him.
Would you have then traded Cespedes after you traded...
I never would have traded Lester or signed David Price. I would have just paid John Lester. I said that back then. I'll say it now.
I understand that, but say you had traded Lester for Cespedes. Would you
Hey, the Red Sox. The Red Sox deserve every piece of misery they get over this because Lester was willing to take a hometown discount, and Lucchino fucking took advantage of it and lowballed him and insulted him, and that was it.
He didn't even offer Matthew Dellavedova money.
He didn't. What did he offer? He offered him like
it was like 80 million.
5 at 80 or
something crazy.
Awful.
Yeah, $16 million a year.
Awful.
That's exactly what it was. I think 5 at 80.
I think John,
if I recall.
John Lester was pissed, and he should have been. He fucking won 2 games in the World Series. It was lights out. I was pissed.
I'm still pissed.
He was good in the community. He pitched big in big games. Like, he was 31 years old. No, at that time he was 29.
29, right? 30?
You keep that fucking guy. It's a no-brainer. To this day, I'm thinking, like, how did they fuck that up?
Well, I don't know. We also got rid of probably the best GM in the sport.
Oh, Theo? The guy who's going to the Hall of Fame as an executive after he wins it with the Red Sox and the Cubs? Yeah.
Well, that would be pretty incredible.
Actually, if the Indians played the Cubs in the World Series, I think I'd root for the Indians. I love Francona. I love the guy.
Even after Cleveland just won a championship?
Well, they haven't.
I'd probably root for the Cubs.
Cubs haven't won since 1908, and the Indians.
Fucking Cubs.
The Indians haven't won since 1948.
Right. They can wait 10 more years and win, and still fucking beat the Cubs by 30. So.
Yeah, I love Francona though. I'd love to see him win. It would make the fucking Red Sox look so stupid.
They look stupid on their own, but I'd really like the Cubs to win. Like, I mean, that's like, I guess the last thing I could ask for from the sports gods is like, let's see if the Cubs ever win a World Series.
Nah, because if the Cubs stay in 1908, I think that's good because.
I guess I could ask for a white guy to win the 100-meter.
No, but like, if the Cubs never win a World Series, like, no matter how.
Like, he's from Sweden.
No matter how bad it is for the Orioles, I can be like, at least I'm with the Cubs in 1908. That would suck.
I mean, yeah, let's see. I'm on Basketball Reference. That's probably why John Lester's not coming up. I knew that. I'm like,
John Lester's a max. I think John
Lester's clearly a max player.
Just got a max deal from the fucking
Milwaukee Bucks. Jesus.
He's from Washington. I would say Seattle Supersonics, but I don't have a team anymore.
And you hate that.
Oh, I do. Because they love the Sonics and they supported their team, and they don't have a team now. That's not right.
And so you want KD because of that?
Oh, I think it'd be great. Fuck you. You stole the team. We just stole your best player. Fuck you.
I have no problem with the people from OKC. It's not their fault.
I would have trouble rooting for a team that came to Boston that was like supported strongly in another city and was stolen. I'd have like a serious issue with that. That's just me.
Would you though?
Yeah, I would. Like if the Braves came back to Boston, they're not supported in Atlanta, so I wouldn't care. But if they were like supported really, really well in Atlanta and sold out every night and they left anyway or out of something stupid like a stadium or like out of spite, then yeah, I'd have a hard time rooting for them because I'd feel bad.
I do want to note it though, as much as you love this postseason awesomeness, and I would have paid him more than he was paid, and you way overpaid Price. Price is still a way better player than Lester. Pitcher than Lester. He really is.
Sure about that?
I'm pretty positive.
What's John Lester's ERA right now?
Today, 2.03. So yeah, this
what's
year.
David Price's? 6.8?
7,642.
So I'll take the guy whose ERA isn't 7,642. There isn't a... Oh.
I know, there's some infinite. I don't want to look up the infinity fucking ERA people, alright? Like, pitch like 0 innings, ERA, infinity, like 4 runs.
No, he was an Oriole. That's the funny part.
Wasn't it Lagoo's father or something?
No. What? Oh, here he is. Brad Pennington. I'm pretty sure this is him. Yeah, that's him. He's got an Oriole cap on his head.
Alright, we're looking up the stats of Brad Pennington. Probably Chad Pennington's older brother.
Infinity.
His ERA for
Infinity. Granted, it was one game.
1998. Infinity. He pitched 1 game. Obviously, since Infinity, he got no outs. He pitched a total of 0 innings.
Walked
He only
3.
had 1 run, though.
Walked 3, 1 hit, 1 earned run.
No, there's worse ones than that. There's guys with like Infinity for like 4 runs or something. That's 1 run, Infinity. That's not that big a deal.
He's the only one that I know of, though.
There's the other guys with Infinity.
I'm sorry. I think it's hilarious. It's just this INF there instead of a number.
I do love that as ERA plus is a 17. like it can't get any worse than that apparently because that's at Infinity. So. Oh man, but we're gonna look up David Price and compare him to John Lester real quick.
Go ahead. Look, David Price is going to have the regular season stats. He has a Cy Young. Lester's number 1 a Cy Young. Lester's also number 1 20 games. I still take Lester. I'm sorry.
Nah, I don't think I could.
John Lester in the postseason could put on his big boy pants. David Price can't.
Okay. Career ERA for Lester is a 3.47. Price is a 3.21.
Winning percentage, Price is 65. Call it 65%.
62 for Lester with a better team. Lester's ERA plus for his career is 123. Price's is a magical exact same at 123. Price is a Cy Young, more All-Star appearances.
Strikeouts per 9.
Strikeouts per 9 is 8.7. Lester's 8.3.
That's close.
Yeah, but Lester's just not as good. Slightly. I mean, I like Lester.
Look at the postseason stats.
I can do that.
Just for shits and giggles since we're on their pages. Because David Price is horrendous on the postseason.
We know this.
5.12.
5.12 ERA.
How many starts? 8 starts. 2 and 7.
No, that's not 8 starts, Scotty. Okay, it's 2 and 7 and 8 starts. Sorry, I'm mistake.
One of those wins, by the way, was in relief, so that shouldn't even count.
Lester's 6 and 6 in the postseason.
Look at the ERA though.
2.85.
What's his World Series record? What's his World Series
fucking
ERA?
Undefeated in the World Series. 0.43 ERA.
Thank you. Thank you.
Small sample size.
Thank you.
Anybody saving attrition will tell you that.
Thank you.
Anybody who goes through stats will tell you that.
Thank you.
Especially where it's not even like if David Price had twice as many game started, it would like probably even out.
You're
Like,
really,
not completely.
really making excuses to David Price right now. His manager avoided him last year in the postseason because he was terrified of him starting Game 5 because he didn't. He's like the Peyton Manning of postseason pitchers.
I'm sorry. He's still a better pitcher in general.
That's fine. That's your opinion. Regular season,
I
sure,
guess
I'll
I need
give
him
it
for the
to
regular season so that we can get to the playoffs. Then I'll put Lester in.
Okay.
Make you feel better?
you. Yeah. Lester's Tom Brady. Price is Peyton Manning. That's fine.
No, because Lester hasn't had a better career. He's not a better overall pitcher. No. Tom Brady's just better than Peyton Manning. Fuck the regular season.
Even though Peyton's 3-2 against them in the playoffs now.
I could care less. That's a team thing.
Yeah.
The team. Put Peyton Manning in Foxborough with the teams Brady's had. He's not going to be better. He's going to be worse.
Even with the choking, I think he still would have won a couple Super Bowls.
Maybe he wins two.
I think he would have won two.
It's just not as good. Anyways,
Because you got to keep in mind, Peyton would have had beast defenses, like 01 through 04. He would have won at
Okay.
least. He would have won at least one.
you got to keep in mind Peyton did have beast defenses 05 through 08, 09 for Indy.
07, they had a really good
They had a
D.
really good deal a lot of years actually in Indy.
Yeah, they had a good D. They didn't have a great D. That
The only reason you don't think of it as a great D is because they didn't win more Super Bowls. If they had 3 Super Bowl wins with that
Correct.
same defense, you'd be like, that's like
the 06 team that won it had the worst rushing defense in the history of football at the time. The worst. The worst.
their best defensive
And
player.
I got news for you. They weren't facing like Walter Payton every week.
I understand that their best defensive player. By the way, the Patriots have had 4 teams that have had the worst passing defense ever. So
I know. I remember them well.
So, but
That's when I used
they keep finding ways to break their old records of being like the
That's
worst.
when I used to kill Bill the GM for you don't have a defensive backfield.
Thing is though, the Colts' best defensive player was injured, and then he
Wasn't.
came back and became healthy.
Bob Sanders, yeah.
Huh.
He's been healthy fucking like 1 week of his career, and it was against us.
No, he was healthy for that whole
What
play.
happened to my computer?
I don't fucking know. There's too much porn. What happens to the computer when you have too much porn? That's like shutting down, jizz stains, danger. Anyways, I think we're pretty much done.
All right, we'll call it a night. Check us out on www.gamesadventures.com. Also go to YouTube for this episode and past episodes. Chris and Cash podcast.
Chris and Cash podcast.
We are going to get on SoundCloud soon. Hopefully by next month.
That's the plan.
We got a consultation with James Baribeau in a couple of weeks. He's going to show us how to do it.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
we'll see about that.
And when we talk to you next week on July 8th, we're going to talk about...
Al Horford.
No, we're going to talk about the newest member of the Boston Celtics,
Al Horford.
Kevin Durant.
Scotty means, by Kevin Durant, Scotty means Al Horford,
No?
the 30, 20, and 6 guy.
We'll see you next week when Celtic Pride returns.